This week we're in Vail, Colorado, home to world-class skiing, epic hikes off the beaten path, fantastic shopping and dining along heated cobblestone streets, all with the backdrop of a Bavarian-type village in the heart of America. In this episode of Let's Talk, we explore what this legendary ski town has to offer. The snow has been practically non-stop. Strap your helmet on tight, the journey could be bumpy at times.
Are you okay?
My name's Michelle, and I'm a longtime realtor from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And I'm her husband, Mark. I've spent more than 40 years as a TV news anchor and reporter.
Together, we've started a podcast called Let's Talk,
where we dive deeper into everyday topics that matter to you.
And we have fun doing it.
So, what are we waiting for? Let's talk. Boy, that was brutal, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Terrible. It was a nightmare, actually.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago here at Vail, and that was Tommy, who was videoing his brother coming down the mountain. Tommy had the GoPro going backwards. Yeah, backwards on his snowboard, and he must have caught an edge.
He did. He caught an edge, and he flipped forward and hit his shoulder.
Are you okay? Hey, come here. Where is it? Your arm?
My shoulder, man.
Okay. Hang on. It's okay.
Here's the gruesome part of this. The ski patrol came to help him, and they kept hitting his shoulder, thinking he just popped it out. And, I mean, that's brutal enough, right? He tore his clavicle, so...
Well, it was a grade 5 separation of his shoulder, wasn't it?
It was so bad.
And we went to the hospital, of course.
There you go. There we go. Right. Pull off the head, and then I'll slip off. Oh, God.
When he took off his shirt, it was something else, wasn't it?
My eyes were like... Oh, no. And then he says, Mom, we don't have to do surgery. And I'm like this. Oh, yeah, you do. You look deformed now.
Yeah. Well, that was, and he had months of rehab for that, and he never snowboarded again after that, did he? But he skied the next year.
Real skiers don't snowboard. I'm just putting it out there right now. No.
It was brutal, but Tommy is a daredevil, and he's back better than ever now.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Vail, Colorado. We're in Vail for the week, and it should say welcome to Vail, home of Michelle's happy place, right?
That's no doubt, man.
Why is this your happy place?
Well, there's a lot of reasons, but mainly I love to ski. So when I was younger, when I met Mark, I was a ski instructor, for those of you that don't know that. And I lived in Oregon. I was at Mount Bachelor, and
33 years ago.
Bradshaw would come up to ski to see me, and he didn't know how to ski. And so I would try to teach him, and I'm just going to put it out there. You don't teach somebody that you're dating. So
you were like 21, I was like 32, and I'd never skied.
Well, you thought I was 25.
You tricked me at first.
I did.
That's another podcast.
Well, and I had my girlfriend start teaching him because it just was too hard.
Yeah. So I learned how to ski 33 years ago, and you've taught our boys, our 3 boys, to ski.
Right.
And it's been your lifelong dream to teach your kids to ski, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I did that, and I've taught their friends, my daughters-in-laws, all 3 now ski. Well, actually, Ines, she's from Spain, and so she skis beautifully.
Better than you.
She skis beautifully.
All right, so we're in Vail, Colorado. We're skiing this week, and the conditions have been snowy all week long.
But that's good. It's a good thing. I ski in anything. Today I'm not skiing just because I took a break. I've been skiing 3 days in a row, I think. So I might go later. It's morning time. So.
And we've been hearing the avalanche blast go off all morning because they've been doing that all day. Doing that all day because so much snow.
Oh, so much snow. It's so great. I mean, actually, my sister and brother-in-law are skiing at Mammoth Mountain this week, and they have a 50-year snowfall. I mean, they're snowed in. snowed in. So they win on the most snow, but thank the Lord we have snow this week, a lot of it.
Okay, Vail Mountain has 195 runs. I don't think all of them are open right now. 31 chairs, 2 gondolas, 7 back bowls, and you've been on. They just opened some just yesterday,
Yeah,
didn't they?
I went in one of the bowls yesterday.
What was that like?
It's great.
Which one was that?
Yeah, I went to Game Creek Bowl, but the best part is going up first and I call them freshies. Are we idiots?
Happy idiots.
We're having fun. And you're the first one, first tracks. The snow was probably a couple feet deep, and Jacob was snowboarding with me, and there were times I couldn't see his knees. It was great. It was so fun.
The powder was so deep.
The powder was so deep.
That's so where I opt out. That is tough skiing, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
right.
It's hard on the legs.
So, how do you ski in powder compared to when they're groomed runs?
You sit back and you float like you're floating. You just go.
And that's hard on the thighs?
It's hard on the thighs.
Right.
Yeah, and in your arms, and it's hard. I took a hot bath last night, needless to say.
So it was blowing up there?
It was blowing snow in the morning. We went up the gondola. The gondola was packed. That was the worst part. I'm kind of snotty about that.
Well, let's talk about that right now, because when we came here, they had no mask requirements.
Right.
And then starting yesterday, they changed that, didn't they?
Getting on the gondola, they told us we had to all have our masks up on the gondola, but then we didn't have to have it on in line, which was packed anyway. So,
which is different than last year. Last year when we came, you had to have in line.
Right.
And of course, a lot of people already have a mask on.
Yes, it's not a mask. It's just you're wearing something over your face because you're cold.
Okay, we shouldn't get too deep into this. Don't get me
started on the mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they do have, and in Vail right now, they have mask requirements, not when you're walking around the village, but they have them when you're going indoors, right?
Right. Yeah, well, yeah. It's pretty normal everywhere.
Right. So when we go to eat, we go in, we put the mask up, and then we sit down and eat. And of course, we take the mask down.
Yeah. We follow the rules.
That's right.
I'm really good at that.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about skiing.
Yeah.
And so this week, the conditions are well, you were worried before we came here that there wouldn't be any snow.
Well, there was snow. There just wasn't powder. So we've got the powder. So it's going to snow all day today, and I think tomorrow.
Right. And tomorrow, and we're doing this on a Thursday on the 30th of December, and then on Friday the 31st, New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day, a big storm, more snow coming in.
Yeah, we got to ski on New Year's Day though.
Right,
and
you
New
got to
Year's
do
Eve.
that.
Yeah, so that's the best.
So getting back to my first question, why is it that this is your happy place? So this Vail or anything in the mountains is your happy place.
That's true. Well, I love to ski. I love to hike. I love to fish, and I learned how to fly fish this summer with Tommy, which was so fun. And but Vail is world-class skiing. Number one, hands down. And the shopping is amazing. The restaurants are awesome.
We'll get into that in just a moment.
Yeah.
Talking about skiing, everything's not just happy on the slopes. You've had some pretty scary moments, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. I've torn my my right knee. It was like just a meniscus tear. But I tore my ACL in Aspen. Never going back to Aspen again to ski.
Aspen is a difficult mountain.
It is.
But you had a reason for why you tore your ACL. What was that?
I was following my brother, Richard, and my son, David, and they went over a jump. And, of course, I thought I could show them up, and I bit it.
Well, this is about, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
And one thing you learned from that, you might as well tell people what happened.
What happened?
Well,
I had a beer.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
The only time you've had a beer at midday on the top of the mountain.
I can't believe you're even talking about that.
Right. Okay. But that's something that you learned about.
He's always blamed it on one beer.
And you thought you had that daredevil in you to go over that jump.
He's crazy.
Right.
He's crazy.
That was a long trip home from Aspen to Tulsa. That took a long time.
Yeah, I had to lay in the back seat and with my leg up for 14 hours because, you can't do surgery right away.
How's that changed your skiing in the last few years?
Oh, I'm a lot more conservative. I keep my feet on the ground.
And I've had, I'm very conservative. She's an expert skier. I'm an intermediate, moderate skier at the best. So I know where to go, or at least I know where to go on the mountain. Sometimes I follow her, and she says, don't worry, just follow me. It's okay to go over here. And there will be a few times where I follow her, and I get caught going down moguls.
It's just not worth it because he just whines about it.
Well, that was not a nice.
We'll get back to that, but we have a little visitor coming. They're going to take a little walk, and she's a trooper. This is Ava.
We came up with our
Jacob
son and his wife, Jacob and Mandy, and their daughter, our granddaughter, Ava.
Look at her bow. How funny is that?
Come closer. You can come up here.
Yeah. Oh, look how cute she is.
Well, I don't know if you can stand in front of us like that. Maybe you can
come
come around there.
She's a little snow
Just
bunny.
come in between right here.
We took
come
her
right here.
We took her walking downtown Vail yesterday, and people were stopping and wanted to see her.
Can we see her?
She looks like a
you
snow
need
bunny.
to go
Kneel
sideways
down.
there.
Yeah, there you go.
Can we see Ava now?
Hi,
She's
Ava.
a trooper.
Oops, I'm moving. I can't do that.
She's the real star of the show.
She is the real star.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
We've
sure.
had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. We'll get her on the skis when? She's 14 months now.
So ideally, I got all my kids on skis at 3. And so if I can get her on skis we were kind of saying next year, she'd be 2.5. So she wouldn't even be 2.5. Nah. But you know what? We'll try. A little. I saw a little girl yesterday, and she was 3 years old, and she was doing just fine.
When did you get our boys on skis? Can you remember that?
Yeah, all at 3. Yeah, 3.5. David was 3.5. So, yeah, they were all about 3.
And they took to it pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. They ski beautifully. I mean, Jacob's kind of he went to the dark side because he snowboards.
Well, he did, and he still has.
Yeah.
But the other two did snowboarding.
Right.
And now they're back to skiing.
Right. No, David never snowboarded.
He didn't.
No.
And they're all great
smart one.
skiers and snowboarders now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So far, so good. So.
Yeah. Well, there are other things to do other than skiing, as I do when I come here to Vail. I ski, but I don't ski like she skis. So I'll let her ski, and I'll go up hiking by myself.
Right.
And I love doing that. And
I get mad at him for doing that. Because
well, it's not very smart, some of the things I
smart.
do.
It's not.
It is so beautiful and peaceful and cold out here. No one out here, just me and whatever animals are still around, not hibernating. I'm up a trail called Game Creek out in a mid-turn. It snowed all week here, and this is one of the first days that hasn't snowed. So there's a lot of snow on the ground. But I was all by myself for a couple hours, didn't see anybody.
Right.
And you were worried, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were skiing, you weren't even thinking about me.
I wasn't really thinking about him. But when he told me about it, I was ticked. That's true. Yeah.
But there are a lot of good hikes around here, even in the wintertime, and you don't have to hike up a mountain, which I did last time. You can hike around Vail. They have the Vail Gore Creek Trail,
right,
which is very level.
Right.
And it goes along Gore Creek and the golf course. And people are cross-country skiing.
Yeah.
And they're biking.
Well, they're on the golf course.
They're on the they're on the golf course.
The Vail golf course.
Right, and they're the snow fat tire bikes.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, I'm never doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things to do other than that.
Well, and snowmobiling. I mean,
right, we haven't done that. We need to try that.
Every year we say we're going to try snowmobiling with the whole family, and then I never want to give up a day of skiing. So I guess we could have done that today.
Right, ice skating as well.
Yeah.
They have like 3 rinks around here, 2 outdoor rinks and 1 indoor rink.
Yeah.
So there's that to do. And, of course, there's shopping.
Lots.
Is shopping good around here,
Oh my
Michelle?
gosh. Oh my gosh. Can you believe how we did so much shopping this week? My girlfriend Joanne came up for a couple days and skied with us, and I couldn't get her out of the Gorsuch store. If you've never heard of the Gorsuch, just look it up. Amazing clothes. The best. The most beautiful and the most expensive.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing cheap about Vail. But, the best.
And Kemosabe.
Oh, yeah, she got her hat. She got her cowboy hat. I have a cowboy hat. My friend Karen got her cowboy hat. And then Joanne got her cowboy hat. And you got to have a cowboy
It's always a great experience,
hat. I know.
isn't it?
Yeah, I got my Stetson.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple
So
years
just
ago.
walking around Vail Village, the streets are heated, cobblestone, so it's very easy to get around there.
Yeah, we took the stroller yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, it was easy. It was fun.
Other shopping? What else did you do?
Well, no, we ate at the hot dog place, Blue Cow. I'm not kidding. It's so good. The best.
Right. And the restaurant, you bring that up there. We ate at Pepe's, which has been around for many years.
So
Pepe
good.
was a world-class skier,
Right.
and he opened a restaurant years ago. And it's it's like Austrian-German type food.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was wonderful.
Excellent.
Like schnitzel. Things like schnitzel.
Yeah. And Vendettas,
Dennis, yeah, we love
another
Vendettas.
good place to eat.
That's Italian
John
food.
Elway's.
Yep.
Good steaks there.
Yep. That's true. Yeah.
And then you had a great experience at the Vail Chop House.
Yeah.
That's in Lions Head, which is just about a mile away from Vail Village.
We had so much fun at the Chop House because Phil Long is one of the owners, but he also sings nightly from 3 to 6. And he's so much fun. He played with there were lots of kids that night. And if you throw dollar bills into his tip jar and you make it, then either the parents will get free shots. But the kids, he would give them $20 bills. It was so funny. And then he would tell them, go right now, put your coat on, and go to the candy shop. Because he wanted to hype up all the kids on sugar. So he gets the parents tipsy, and he gets the kids hopped up on sugar before they're done with the show. It is so fun. So if you're ever here, make sure you go
does
there.
this several times a week, doesn't
Yeah, and he sings. I mean, he sings. He sings everything. Elton John, he sings everything.
That's in Lions Head, which is near Vail Village. You just take the shuttle buses, which are free to go between the two. In fact, they have a great shuttle system here. We're staying at a condo about 4 or 5 miles from Vail Village. There are shuttle buses all along the route, so you don't have to even get in your car if you don't want to, and let them take
Right.
you all around the
Right.
area.
Yeah, the shuttle system is great. It's great.
It is nice. Yeah.
And don't forget Garfinkel's.
Garfinkel's is a great place right in Lions Head, and we go there summer, winter, fall, springtime.
It's a great place to have a beer after skiing.
Right. Or last night on the 29th, the Oklahoma Sooners played the Oregon Ducks
Yeah, we
in
watched
the
it there.
Alamo Bowl, and who won that one?
We did.
The Sooners.
Woo!
Boomer.
Sooner.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a good win, 47-32.
It was.
Good end of the season, a very strange season
Yeah, well,
for the Oklahoma Sooners.
let's not talk
that's-
about it.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about
But
it.
it's going to turn out okay.
Yeah, Bob Stoops. He's the man. He is the man.
Anything more about Vail that people should know about?
You know what I was going to say? Mandy and I, we saw a guy skiing in his, he had his bathrobe on. Oh, it was Joanne and I. A guy skiing, he had a bathrobe on.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was it?
It was a kid.
Well, bathrobe over his...
Yeah, he was like a college kid. He was just being silly, snowboarder. That's typical snowboarder. Just saying.
Vail is right off of I-70 in Colorado, and it's not always easy to get to because you have to go over several passes, and they've been doing avalanche mitigation in the last couple of days, and they'll shut down the freeway. And, of course, it's shut down a lot of times because of accidents, so we got in okay. We were stopped once because of the avalanche reduction, and then since we've been here, they've closed the Vail Pass.
Right.
For a couple hours, and that
Right.
just shuts down the freeway and messes everything up.
Right.
But snow will do that. Storms will do that. We have another big storm coming in. So that's what we want, our storms.
That's fun. That's why we're here. So it's my favorite time.
Right? Then we'll be back maybe this springtime for more spring skiing,
think
or
we will.
maybe we'll won't come back until summertime and do some hikes when the snow is gone.
I actually want to come back in the springtime. I'm ready for some blue sky. They have a bowl here called Blue Sky Basin. It's my favorite place.
Yeah, we go there every year, but not this year. It's not open.
No, it's open.
It is open. They just opened that too yesterday.
It, yeah, but Blue Sky. I mean, I'm not kidding around. It's the prettiest place in the world.
It is.
Yeah,
and it's good to get away from the front side because that's where most of the skiers ski.
Right.
And then all the lines are really long, so you want to get away from that area, go to the back side. And it's not nearly as bad back there.
No, but I wanted to bring up one thing. I was thinking about this. I was talking to Jacob about it the other day. So do you remember that time I took you back to Blue Sky, and we took a wrong turn, and it was a black. I think it might have been a double black.
Okay.
Bradshaw was pissed. Okay. He was so pissed.
Well, you led me down the wrong path, didn't you?
I did. And
it's getting cold. I'm going to put my gloves on.
The kids were all with us, and he was so pissed off that he took his skis off.
We were going down moguls.
Yeah, and I just said, take your skis off.
I'm not into moguls.
And so I picked up his skis, and I skied down, and with his skis on my shoulder, and which I did very well, by the way. I'm not going to brag, but Jacob has a video of Mark coming through the snow.
It's a little blurry, so it looks like Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
It's Sasquatch.
Well, you brought that up because I brought up you're drinking the one beer at the top of Aspen Mountain, so
it's true.
That's fair.
Yeah, tit for tat.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're supposed to say?
Yeah.
Tit. Sorry.
That's okay. But, one thing I've learned, don't trust me, Mark, just follow me.
I know.
And usually it works out, but sometimes you take me down the path where good thing I'm not on camera most of the time and don't have any.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've kind of learned my lesson. I took you the other day. Right, and we did all intermediates.
Right,
it was great.
Right,
you did a great job.
No problem with intermediate.
Mark is really a good skier. Right, he just doesn't want to do the expert stuff.
The black diamond, and when there's a lot of powder.
Yeah, that's all right.
When there's like 2, 3, 4 inches, half a foot of powder, that's hard work for me.
Okay, that's the best.
Okay,
that is the best. Yeah, I don't like moguls, but the powder, man, it is the best. Yeah.
Okay. Any last thoughts?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I think we could do a wrap.
Right. So this is our experience in Vail, Colorado. We've been coming here for more than 20 years. Mm-hmm. We'll be coming here for another 20 plus years with our grandkids.
Yeah.
Maybe, well, I was going to say even their kids, but I won't be around for that.
You'll be dead.
Well, that's a good way to end this. That's a good thought. Well, thanks for watching. If you like our podcast, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. We'd appreciate that.
Right.
We hope you have a happy holidays, and if you're coming up to Vail, you're going to have a blast up here.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We hope you've enjoyed our podcast, and thank you for spending your time with us. We'll see you next time for another episode of Let's Talk.